Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine. Children, as you all know, this is your general knowledge video class, and today we are going to learn about, as we have studied children in our earlier video, literary forms, different kind of literary forms we have learned. Today we are going to learn about English novels written by Indians. So we are going to study about Indian novelists, those who are written many novels. So children, today's topic is English novels written by Indians. Okay, so we should write on the board also the topic first. The topic is, chapter name is 29. Okay, and English novels written by Indians. Okay, in previous video we have discussed about Western, or you can say foreigner writer. Today we are going to discuss about Indian writer. Okay children, so first of all there are few names, it is written in your book children. That is, first name is V.S. Naipaul, Cyrus Mystery, R.K. Narayan, Kiran Desai, Salman Rushdie, Anita Desai, Vikram Seth, Chetan Bhagat, Jhumpa Lahari, Kiran Nagarkar, and Amitav Ghosh and Amish Tripathi. So children, first of all we are going to discuss about V.S. Naipaul. Okay, V.S. Naipaul. Okay children, so this is the writer V.S. Naipaul, and this is actually Indian. Originally he is an Indian, but he is considered as British writer. So children, I would like to tell you that British writer of works of fiction and non-fiction in English. He is known for his comic early novels set in Trinidad. His bleaker novels of the alienation in the wider world. Okay, and his vigilant chronicles of life and travels. He wrote in prose that was widely admired, but his views sometimes aroused controversies. He published more than 30 books over 50 years. Naipaul won the Booker Award also in 1971 for his novel In a Free State. So his famous novel that he won Booker Prize in 1971. The novel name was A Free State. So this is his novel, on which novel he won the Booker Prize. Okay, he won the Jerusalem Prize in 1983. Jerusalem Prize he won, and in 1989 he was awarded the Trinity Cross. So Trinidad and the Tobago's highest national honor. He received a knighthood in Britain in 1990 and the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2001. And he was also Nobel Prize in Literature in 2001 children. Okay, it means he had given his immense contribution in literature. So children, V.S. Naipaul is none other than, he is originally Indian, but he called as considered as a British writer. Okay, but he did many things. You can see over here, Booker Prize 1971, Jerusalem Prize, and Holy Trinity Award also was awarded to him. And the next, the best, or you can say the सबसे अगर बड़ा प्राइज अगर आप बोलेंगे तो नोबेल प्राइज इनको मिला, और फॉर द लिटरेचर इन 2001 चिल्ड्रन. So we have studied about first writer. Now we are moving to learn about Cyrus Mystery. Okay, Cyrus Mystery. Our next writer is Cyrus Mystery. Cyrus Mystery. Cyrus Mystery. So this is our new, or not new, we can say, but this is the second number of in our book. So that is why we are going to study. Children, our next writer is Cyrus Mystery. Okay, Cyrus Mystery, born on March 11, 1956, is an Indian author and playwright. He won the 2014 DSP Prize for South Asian Literature for Chronicle of Corpus Bearer. He is the brother of the author Robinson Mystery. Okay children, so Mystery is from Mumbai, and he began writing at the young age as a playwright, but has also worked as a journalist, short story writer. His first short was published in 1979. Children, he was also written short films, script, and several documentaries also. One of his short story, Percy, was made into the Gujarati feature film Percy in 1989. So Percy, he was written, and the film was made in Gujarati in 1989. He wrote the screenplay and dialogue. It won the National Award for Best Gujarati Film in 1989, as well as the Critics Award in Mannheim Film Festival. His play Dungaji House is regarded as a seminal work in contemporary Indian theatre in English. His first novel was The Radiance of Ashes, which was shortlisted for the Crossword Prize 2005. His second novel was Chronicle of the Corpus Bearer, published in 2013, which tells the story of the Khandiyas within the Parsi community who carry the bodies of the dead to the towers of silence, where they are eaten by vultures. So here children, this is Cyrus Mystery. We have already searched about him, or we have already seen his work. Now our next writer is R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is an Indian English writer. R.K. Narayan, and his work शायद ही कोई हो जिसको ना पता हो इनके काम के बारे में. R.K. Narayan is a famous Indian writer, novelist, and he raised many issues which are, you can say, discrimination, and his very famous novel was Untouchable. And children, you just remember his name, because he raised many issues which are based on the Indian social evils. Okay children, so we will talk about this great novelist. So children, let's learn more about him. Now, R.K. Narayan's name is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy. He is born 10th October 1906 and died in 13th May 2001. Commonly known as a R.K. Narayan, was an Indian writer known for his work set in the fictional South Indian town of the Malgudi. Malgudi days, his famous collection. He was leading author of the Indian literature in English along with the Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. Narayan's mentor and friend Graham Greene was instrumental in getting publishers for the Narayan's first 4 books, including semi-autobiographical by Swami and Friend, The Bachelor of Arts and the English Teacher. The fictional town of the Malgudi was first introduced in Swami and Friend. The fictional expert was hailed as one of the most original work of 1951. Sahitya Akademi Award winner The Guide was adapted for the film, winning a Filmfare Award for Best Film for an Broadway. Narayan highlights the social context, the everyday life of his character. He has been compared to the William Faulkner, who created similar fictional town and likewise explored with honor and compassion the energy of ordinary life. Narayan's short story have been compared with those of the guy to the Maupassant because of his ability to compress a narrative. In the career that spanned over 60 years, Narayan received many awards and honor, including the A.C. Benson Medal from the Royal Society of Literature, the Padma Vibhushan and the Padma Bhushan also. India's second and third highest civilian award. And in 1994, the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship, the highest honor of India's National Academy of Letters. He was also nominated to the Rajya Sabha and upper house of the Indian Parliament. So children, this is R.K. Narayan, and as you all know, famous novelist, and he just created the magic about the author, to the authors. So now children, our next writer is Kiran Desai. Our next writer is Kiran Desai. Kiran Desai, children. Okay. So children, let's learn about him. So children, Kiran Desai. Kiran Desai, born on 3rd September 1971, children, is an Indian author. Okay, is an Indian author. Her novel, The Inheritance of Loss, won the 2006 Man Booker Prize. Okay, children. So, and the National Book Critics Circle Fiction Award in January 2015. The Economic Times listed her as one of the 20th most influential global Indian women. Now children, her work you Desai find first novel, that's Hula Balu in the Guava Orchard, was published in 1998 and was received accordance for the figures as the Salman Rushdie. It won the Betty Trask Award, actually, a prize given by the Society of Authors and Best New Novels for the Citizen and Commonwealth of Nations under the age of 35. So children, she is well-known novelist, nationality is Indian, and studied at Columbia University. So Desai was awarded 2013 Berlin Prize Fellowship at the American Academy in Berlin. So Desai lives in New York City. She is an Indian, but she lives in New York City. She stated in 2017, and she had been working for over a decade for a new look about power, about a young Indian woman out in India and the world. So, which was stated to be out to the following year. The novel has not been released as of 2021. Desai has published no book since her Booker Prize winning second novel in 2006. So, this is about Kiran Desai. Now, our next writer is Salman Rushdie, children. So, let's know about him. Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie, children. Salman Rushdie, children. Okay. So, children, let's learn about him. Salman Rushdie. Sir Ahmad Salman Rushdie, born in 19 June 1947, in an Indian-born British-American novelist and essayist. His work, combining magical realism with historical fiction, is primarily concerned with the many connections, disruptions, and migration between Eastern and Western civilization, with much of the fiction being set on the Indian subcontinent. So, children, his second novel, Midnight Children, published in 1981, won the Booker Prize in 1981 and was deemed to the best novel of all winners on 2 occasions, making the 25th and the 40th anniversary of the prize. His fourth novel, The Satanic Verses, that was most controversial novel and was the subject of the major controversy, provoking protests from Muslims in several countries. So death threats were made against him, including the fatwa calling for the assassination issued by the Maulana and the supreme leader of Iran on 14 February 1989. The British government put Rushdie under police protection. So these are the book. Because of him, he known and he was famous for that. That Satanic Verses is a most controversial novel, his fourth novel. So children, we are moving to the next writer, that is Anita Desai. Okay children, so our next novelist is Anita Desai, children. So children, we are going to talk about Anita Desai. Desai was born in 1937 in Mussoorie, India, to the German immigrant mother Toni Nime and a Bengali businessman D.N. Majumdar. Her Bengali father first met her German mother while he was engineering student in the pre-war Berlin. She grew up speaking Hindi with her neighbors and only German at home. She also spoke Bengali, Urdu, English out of her house. Now she was a student of Queen Mary Higher Secondary School in Delhi and received her BA in English Literature in 1957. And Miranda House of the University of Delhi. The following year she married Ashwin Desai. So they have 4 children, and including Booker Prize winning novelist Kiran Desai, her children was taken to the Thul near Alibag for weekends, where Desai set her novel The Village by the Sea. For that work she won 1983 Guardian Children Fiction Prize, a once in a lifetime book award judged by the panel of the British children writers. Now children, many books she considered clear light of the day in 1980, her most autobiographical work as set during her coming to an age and also in the same neighborhood in which she grew up. So these are the things about Anita Desai. Now children, we are going to learn about Vikram Seth. Okay, a famous writer, Vikram Seth, children. So let's learn about. So children, we are going to talk about Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth is an Indian novelist and poet. He has written several novels. Now children, Vikram Seth received several awards. Several awards such as Padma Shri, Sahitya Akademi Award, Pravasi Bharatiya Samman, W.H. Smith Literary Awards, Crossword Book Award, Seth collections of poetry such as Mappings and the Bestly Tales, and are the notable contribution to the English Indian language. So children, here we are talking about Vikram Seth, the famous novelist, and his work is, you can say, unanimously appreciated, and everyone is appreciated about his work and his poetry also. Seth was born on 20th June 1952 in Calcutta. And Premnath Seth was the executive of the Bata Shoes, and his mother Leela Seth. So children became she was a barrister actually. Her mother was a barrister, and she was first barrister by training, became the first female judge of the Delhi High Court. So that is how you can say how much educated family उनका था. तो इसी से आप समझ जाइए. और the work and style of Vikram Seth, if you will see that Seth work and style, as always, Seth has published 8 books of poetry and 3 novels, children. 3 novels and 8 books of poetry. And children, here you can see in 1980 he wrote Mappings, his first book of poetry. And the publication of The Suitable Boy, a 1349 page novel, and propelled Seth into the public limelight. Okay, it was adapted in the BBC television drama Ministry in 2020. His second novel, An Equal Music, deals with the troubled love life of the violinist. Seth's work, Two Lives, published in 2005, and in a memoir of the marriage of his great uncle and aunt. So children, in addition to the Golden Gate, Seth has written other works of the poetry, including Mappings 1980 and The Humble Administration Garden in 1985. All You Who Sleep Tonight 1990, and The Three Chinese Poets 1992, and his children book Bestly Tales from Here and There 1992 consists of 10 stories about animals. He has written a travel book, From Heaven Lake, travels through Xinjiang and the Tibet 1983. Okay children, an account of the journey through Tibet, China and Nepal. So he was also commissioned by the English National Opera to write the libretto based on the Greek legend of the Aryan and the dolphin. The opera was performed for the first time in June 1994. A sequel to A Suitable Boy, A Suitable Girl was announced in 2009. So here you have seen the literary work of Vikram Seth. Now children, our next writer is Chetan Bhagat, very well known, and you have seen many movies was filmed or picturized on his story. Famous writer. और नए राइटर्स में अगर देखें तो चेतन भगत बहुत ही लेटेस्ट थॉट, बहुत ही लेटेस्ट चीज़ों को, इश्यूज़ को लेके वो आए हैं. और वो उसमें से आप एक मूवी अगर आपको याद होगी, द टू स्टेट्स. The Two State is a famous story. In there you have seen Alia Bhatt and that Kapoor. So that was a story about two states. It means there are two states person, those who met together, and one belongs to the South India and the other belongs to the Northern India. It's a Punjabi family. So how can their differences begin one and they just unite themselves because of the bravery of that woman, that Alia Bhatt, the character was beautifully picturized. So this is the art, this is the beauty of writing that you can see in the Chetan Bhagat's writing. So children, let's learn, or let's see what are the work Chetan Bhagat has performed. Okay children? Now children, Chetan Bhagat was born on 22nd of April 1974 in an Indian author and columnist. He was included the Time magazine list of world's 100 most influential people in 2010. Now children, here you can see children, if we will see his work, so we can see 5 of Chetan Bhagat novels has been adapted into Bollywood films, like Hello in 2008, One Night, The Call Center, 3 Idiots in 2009, and on 5 Point Someone, that is Kai Po Che in 2013, based on 3 Mistakes of My Life, and 2 States in 2014. So there are total 5 movies were picturized on his stories. So Bhagat has also written the script for the Bollywood films like Kick in 2014 and adapted the story for the movies Kai Po Che and Half Girlfriend. Bhagat won the Filmfare Award for Best Screenplay for Kai Po Che at the 59th Filmfare Awards in 2014. And he's also often found in the controversies at Twitter. It is okay because he is a great writer, so that is why these things will happen with him. So it is not, you can't say that his ability is going down. Now after graduating with the Master of the Business Administration degree in 1997, Bhagat was placed through the campus of the Peregrine Investments Holdings in the Hong Kong. So children, however, Bhagat lost his job within 6 months as the company closed the operation in 1998, but still his work was going on and he was become a great writer. That is how you can see many films. The story of the Chetan Bhagat, you have seen many films also. So children, this is the, you can say the description about Chetan Bhagat. So we have talked about Chetan Bhagat. Now our next writer is Jhumpa Lahiri. Okay, so Jhumpa Lahiri, we will going to discuss about Jhumpa Lahiri. Jhumpa Lahiri, and our next is Kiran Nagarkar. Okay, and the second one is Amitav Ghosh. Third one is Amitav Ghosh. And the last one is Amish Tripathi. Okay children, so here children you can see that next one is Jhumpa Lahiri. Now we are going to talk about Jhumpa Lahiri. So children, Jhumpa Lahiri, born on July 11th, 1967, is an American author known for her short story, novel and essay in English and more recently in Italian also. Okay children, so her debut collection of the short story, Interpreter of Maldives, won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Okay children, and the Penn Hemingway Award for her first novel, The Namesake. The Namesake is very famous novel of her, that is 2003. Okay, was adapted into the popular film of the same name. Her second story collection is Unaccounted Earth, won the Frank O'Connor International Short Story Award. Now, while her second novel, The Lowland, 2013, was the finalist for the both the Man Booker Award Prize and the National Book Award for the fiction. In these works, Lahari explored the Indian immigrant experiences in America. So in 2012, Lahari moved to Rome, Italy, and has since then published 2 books of essay over there, and in 2018. So published her first novel in Italian called Do Mil Trovo, and also compiled, edited and translated in a Penguin Book of Italian, a short story which consists of 40 Italian short story written by 40 different Italian writers. So that is a collection of Italian stories. So she has also translated some of her own writing, those of other authors, from Italian into English, children. So Lahari was awarded National Humanities Medal also. She has been a professor of creative writing at the Princeton University since 2015. So this is the work of Jhumpa Lahari, and now we are moving to the next writer, that is Kiran Nagarkar. Okay, children, so let's see the Kiran Nagarkar's work. So children, Kiran Nagarkar, born on 2nd April 1942, was an Indian novelist, playwright and screenwriter. Okay, children, a noted drama and film critic, he was one of the most significant writers of the post-colonial India. Okay, amongst his notable work are Sat Sakam, Tranchil, and the 7/6 R43 in 1974, and Ravan and Eddie in 1994, and the Cuckold, that is in 1997, for which he was awarded the 2000 Sahitya Academy Award in English by the Sahitya Academy. Okay, India's National Academy of Letters, his novel written in English have been translated into German. Okay, in 2012 he was awarded the Order of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany. So he was a famous playwright and screenwriter. So children, we have talked about Kiran Nagarkar. Now we are going to talk about Amitav Ghosh. Okay, children. So Amitav Ghosh, we are going to talk about this writer. Now children, our next writer is Amitav Ghosh, and Amitav Ghosh is born on 11 July 1956. Is an Indian writer and winner of the 54th Jnanapeeth Award. Okay, so India's highest literary honor, best known for his work in English fiction, Ghosh ambitious novels use complex narrative strategies to probe the nature of the national and personal identity. So particularly of the people of India and Southeast Asia. Okay, Amitav Ghosh was born in Calcutta in 1956. He studied in Dehradun and in New Delhi, Alexandria and Oxford, and his first job was an Indian Express newspaper in New Delhi. So children, if you will see the work of this Amitav Ghosh, so Amitav Ghosh's work and life was really great, and Ghosh is the author of The Circle of the Reason, The Shadow Lines, The Calcutta Chromosome, The Glass Palace, The Hungry Tide, The Sea of Poppies, the first volume of his Ibis Tribology, and The Opium War. So these are the River of the Smoke, Flood of Fire, and these are the Mahmud Kuria, Indian Ocean, these type of the things he had done. So the great writer, and he's written many fictions also. So actually his fiction work was appreciated. So that is how you can say this Amitav Ghosh is a great fiction writer. Now we are moved to the Amish Tripathi. Okay children, so let's know about Amish Tripathi. Now children, our last writer, that is Amish Tripathi. Amish Tripathi is born on 18 October 1974 and as an Indian author. He is known for his book series Shiva Trilogy and Ramachandra series. So actually that his book is based on the mythological truth. The Shiva Trilogy was the fastest selling book series in Indian publishing history, followed by the Ramachandra series, which was the second fastest selling book series in the Indian publishing history. So Amish book has sold over 5.5 million copies in the Indian subcontinent since 2010. So this is his great work. So this is Amish Tripathi, and he worked as a banker, but after that award and recognition, if you can see, listed among top 50 most powerful people by Indian Today in 2019, and after that Jharkhand Rai University is also awarded in 2019, and a Hello Hall of the Framework of Literary Excellence he got. So these type of the things he got, and he was really a is a very great writer. So, and the next, the Shiva Trilogy addicted the things he had written, The Immortal of the Meluha and The Secret of the Nagas and The Oath of the Vyasaputra. And the Ramachandra series edited, there's so many things are written over here. Ram, Sion of the Ikshvaku, or Sita, warrior of Mithila, and Ravan, enemy of the Aryavatra, the war of Lanka. These are the Indian chronicle he had written. Amazing work you can see. So here we have seen many Indian writers. We have learned about many their literary work. So children, after that we will solve this exercise in our next video. So children, we will meet again. Till then, bye-bye and take care of yourself.